Guys, what feminine things do you do that you're not ashamed of? Hi Reddit guys, subscribe now, or I will be your Christmas present. I accidentally bought women's shower gel once and now use nothing else. It just smells better. TBF with women's shower gel, it actually describes the product with scented, like lavender or honey, so you actually have some idea what the results should be. Men's shower gel on the other hand is all like ice and extreme scented. I almost bought a 4-pack of Old Spice Swagger deodorant from Costco yesterday, but I had no idea how it smelled because Swagger doesn't tell me anything, so I left it. And if it's being marketed towards men and has a name like Swagger, I'm guessing it's gonna smell like Axe body spray. Edit. I went back to Costco to return a couple things and, based on the immense support I saw for Swagger Old Spice, I went back and bought it. Good job Reddit. Old Spice tells you exactly what it smells like on the back of the bottle. My bottle of Fiji says make your body smell like the fruit eating king of a banana island. And that's what it smells like. I use Old Spice Wolfthorn, so I went to check the back of mine. After reading your comment, in the world of good smellingness, Wolfthorn is the president lord. I don't disagree with this statement, but I can't say it does a great job describing the scent contained within. I love Wolfthorn and woman. Honestly, of all the Old Spice, it smells the most like women's scented deodorant. I found though it's much harder to find women's deodorant. They are all antiperspirants. So I tend to buy Wolfthorn, or Bear Claw, or the Kraken one. Sit down to pee. Hear me out. You can play on your phone and relax for a few minutes. Yep, I do this too. I also stand up when I hear me out. You can quickly and go. I'm living in 3020. I like it. That's nothing. My grandpa doesn't even shift positions in his lounge chair to do either of these things. Total stud. Had a college level psychology teacher tell me that cooking was a feminine thing to do. I like to eat good, so I cook / edit. Just wanted to clarify that my psychology teacher was a woman. Fellas, is it gay to feed yourself? Only if it's sausage. An old coworker of mine adamantly refused to learn how to cook for himself. That's my bitch's job. I asked what he would do if she got sick, and he looked at me like he didn't understand the question and said she would cook for me. He is still single, last I heard, eats only fast food and junk food, and had a heart attack a few years ago in his mid-30s. I mean, referring to his partner as his bitch was already a pretty clear sign. I think that the idea of cooking being a feminine thing to do is an incredibly outdated idea. My granddad is 71, and he absolutely loves cooking. My dad just does everything. Cooking, cleaning, baking, sewing, plumbing, electrical, mechanical, gardening. Those kind of things being gender specific is extremely outdated. All of these things are life skills and shouldn't be reduced to gender roles at the same time. Not all of those things are necessarily something you need to know about to get through life. Drink feminine drinks. You Dave is drinking my Starbucks pink drink and my daiquiris. Give me a fuzzy navel and the jelliest drink you've got. 2 fuzzy navels coming right up. Futurama was great. There was a great comic where the guy walks up to the bartender and says, give me the jelliest drink you got. And she pours him a glass of whiskey. Neat. He picks it up and says, this is wiki. And she shrugs her shoulders and says, maybe you should woman up and drink it. Cyanide and happiness take long hot baths, complete with candles and bubbles. Do you have a toy boat? That makes it manly according to Chandler Bing. I have a horde of rubber ducks. Does that count? I grew out my hair for the first time ever. At 35 years old, my grandma told me my hair was so beautiful that I should have been born a woman. Thanks, Grandma. Oddly wholesome. I love long hair on guys. Back in college I had long hair down to about my nipples. I got quite a few compliments from girls on campus, and quite a few jealous callouts for my luscious, thick, curly hair. A lot of them would playfully tug on it, and that's how I found out getting my hair pulled was a major turn on. Just thought I'd share. I like flowers, girly drinks, compliment my friends, talk about my feelings openly. All things that really shouldn't be considered feminine. But here we are. A close friend of mine found compliments from men, including me, very uncomfortable. The only people she ever expected to tell her she looks beautiful are other women, her dad, and her husband. This bothered me more than it probably should have. A lot of women dislike compliments from men that focus on how their bodies look. Compliments about intelligence, personality, style, outfits etc. tend to get a much better reception. They do. Here's an example of how you compliment a woman you don't know without being creepy. Whoa, love those boots. Smile, make eye contact while nodding, then about 1 second later go back to looking at your phone. What you're communicating here is I'm being genuine about it, and don't expect anything from you in return. I've never experienced that being received badly, and I'm not exactly Brad Pitt. A lot of guys are playing with just basic hygiene, and I'm really scared. Fellas, is it gay to not have dysentery? Super gay. I really like candles. They smell good and really lift up how I'm feeling. I love a good candle. Spiced apple is my favorite. It's like Christmas time in my nostrils. Personally, my favorites are amber or lavender. Basic as. I know. But I do like lots of candles, so long as it smells good. Apparently using fabric softener. This came up at a party once, and the group consensus was basically that guys using fabric softener equals super gay. Masculinity is so fragile that even laundry chemicals aren't safe now. Maybe I should prove my manliness by eating a Tide Pod. Show your manliness by bathing in mud and washing your clothes using the blood of your enemies. But then all your clothes will be red, so that's gay. Shave my armpits. Forgotten why I started, but just keep doing it. Hair retains odor. So smooth armpits stink less. I've always had the opposite experience. Freshly cut armpits stink the most for me, and it's alien stink. I use my own tools and clean them regularly. Once my hair grows a bit, the smell returns to being my own point. Apparently a lot of guys think cleaning your literal ass and asshole is gay. See, feminine. So that probably. Seriously, how do you get in the shower and just not touch that area? Mind-boggling. Is touching your own penis gay as well? According to the guys that won't clean their ass, sure. I use toilet paper to wipe the tip of my penis after peeing. Shaking it never worked for me. Just like women wiping the tip of their penis. Yes, you gotta push on your taint and squeeze the pee out like a goggot. Skincare and I actually show my feelings, I guess. Just backquote, cause you're a dude doesn't mean you're immune from the sun. Everyone should be using sunscreen daily and doing at least very basic skincare. So many of my guy friends complain about skin problems that have plagued them for years that could so easily be solved just by using the right moisturizer. It's completely bonkers to me. I like it when my wife paints my nails. Don't drink often, but only drink fruity fancy drinks. Like to wear short shorts. I don't mind pointing out when some men are objectively handsome. My daughter let me paint her toes, but only if she could paint mine. I left it on and liked it, so I'll let my wife paint mine every so often. I honestly enjoy it. So like a champion. I think everyone should at least know cooking and sewing basics. Both are also fun. I'm not sure if that's feminine, but I cry at movies. A lot. I'm 23 years old and most recently watched Captain Phillips. I cried out of relief for the character. While my country was locked down because of corona, I stayed with my parents, where my 15-year sister made me watch Coco, because I used to have Disney Plus for Mandalorian. The result of Coco was that I cried 3 times. My sister also cried from laughing at me. The whole movie was so beautiful and my feelings were all over the place. Then, right after the movie, we watched the short movie Lava. My sister said she wanted to cheer me up. As soon as the singer hit the first note in the main lines, the gates were open again, and I was weeping like a baby. I just couldn't help it. See you Reddit guys. Don't forget subscribe now, or I will be your Christmas present.